Dallas that leads the league in assists per game. You just can't make it easy and allow them
back on the floor. Front court that is extremely good for Atlanta. First. Dallas at 18-9. We mentioned in this off a very impressive win over Chicago that we highlighted in the open. Here comes Paige Beckers up the floor.
But that's what you want to see from Jordan Canada. Her aggressive means successful.
Enrique dancing up top, fade away, good. Atlanta on a 3-game win streak. They've actually won 4 of their last 5. That's Gray. Good help by Ryan Howard. Angel Reese with her first attempt. Gets her own miss and drops it. Season outside of Jessica Shepard now leading. Has been a tear on
offensive rebound and putting it back up. The activity level is what wears defenders down.
Moments with Angel Reese alongside a few of her teammates. Got the touch on the inside.
Long inside of the paint. And Carl Smith was like, come on, man. Let it go.
4 at home. We mentioned how solid they have been in July. They have the Dallas 2 points advantage as Enrique gets to the
finish because we've got the #1 and #2 teams in the fast break with
and have explosive guards, but also front court players that can. And this is our first time being able to call a Bree Jones enter for that layup to beat Chicago at the buzzer.
And Carl Smesco has been adamant on
the high-low action edition.
Yeah, that's okay, Bree Jones. We know what you can do down there. It's coming.
Well, you mean the pin up top going against Angel Reese. How about Reese with the defense on Paige?
Chances. Impressive, Angel, is that they can literally turn it on and off at the split of a second.
Paige Beckers as Ryan Howard dishes it off to Bree Jones. Look at the body, the footwork, and very efficient in the paint. As an offensive foul will go. As Jordan Canada was just
must have got word from one of his assistants that she might have done something worthy of earning the
hands of Enrique. Off the bounce, AZ Fudd, midi, good. #1 overall draft pick out of UConn, won a title there along with one of her forms of their own. Just 6 wins for Dallas a season ago. 10-6, we'll be back right after the break. The break picks up the foul there, trying to see if she can pick up the steal, but going back to that foul there by Jordan Canada. Leader in her career, 1 second on the shot clock, and nothing was able.
I think the defense to start so far, I think he can be pleased with it. We already mentioned it before.
From the floor, they are 0 for 1 from outside as Enrique to the rim. Canada looking for help, finds it. Izzy Borlaze with the cuff. So far for Atlanta. Dallas has yet to collect one. Jessica Shepard.
Shepard trying to get in on that conversation.
Why she was named an all-sticking on the shot clock for Atlanta. Izzy Borlaze at the rim gets fouled for some really good minutes, especially at the offensive end for the Green. Izzy Borlaze, who had a season Borlaze, as she was named as one of the 6 members of the Australian Wings team, was also going to be a teammate of hers, as Sandy Brondello will be. I'm pretty sure you'll find a beach somewhere. Paige Beckers up top, off the 12 from the floor, but on the other side, you think it will be a block as
it looked like they bumped heads, so I don't think that would have been a foul on
4 on the shot clock. Paige still defending and deflects it.
Foot, so yes, she recovered. She got down low on the dribble, but then recovered and got the
only single-digit game against Atlanta right now. She has yet to find the
defending Beckers, and again, they had her on lock the last game. With just
came back in May, both of those wins against Dallas.
The most points scored, or the most percentage of points scored in the mid-range.
But on the floor for Atlanta, who won a title with New York. Just AZ Fudd fast to the mid. A tough assignment.
When Alicia Gray is physical at offense.
Alicia Gray averaging about 19 points per game, but how about Jones comes back on the floor?
Including a season high in that Chicago game.
Points for her, and we've seen multiple games where she's had the first quarter. Off the bounce and blocked by Bree Jones as Aya James didn't have a chance. Something in the paint, finally gets it to Bree Jones. Finds the right Ames points. That's the amount of points she's had in the first 2 games back for Atlanta. And Angel Reese calling for the ball underneath, had no twilight. Bree Jones, a nice in and out, sends it back to Angel Reese. Jessica Shepard held up. The dive in a offensive foul.
Dallas players so far in this one. They started out guarding them pretty high to game.
and none of them have over one made field goal. Alicia Gray, 8 on the ticker.
Right here, she gets around Hezzy, and then right there leans in, but leans forward.
And Alicia Gray knows all too well the moves that Angel Reese on the deck, up and under. What is Atlanta, their first lead of the ball game. Rebounds on this season. So yes, it is fitting that she is going against. What a dive by assessing. Going at the 1-on-2.
You have players who come back from injury, but I can't tell that Bree Jones is only in her 3rd game. When she's out there, she's just putting it all on the floor.
You have to credit to pretty good. Jordan Cannon saw a couple of bodies as Angel Reese gets the ball underneath and touch. Shepard going at Ryan Howard. As Kuir to Angel Reese, Paige Beckers sending it to Arike Agumawa's franchise history as Naz Hillman.
That I think a lot of people don't understand or see unless they're out here practicing.
Away to the rim, and an offensive foul will be called.
Lawak-Career was going to take one at some point, but yeah, I could see the arm, the left arm. That's the lady right there with all the magic, Brandy.
Half of the season against Chicago when Angel Reese went down. Jordan looking for space, nominal for Atlanta, especially in the last few games in her stretch. Jordan Canada lost the handle on the inside and picks up yet another. The first part of this ball game, and she has 8 points in 11 minutes. Gray on her former teammate.
Also knows how to follow coaching well, and she's gotten success because she's listened to her coaches.
Bud receives the handoff from just
as Jalen Sherrod with that first step and had an open lane, but still pulled up.
Even attempted a 3 in this ball game. Paige Beckers with 4 points through 13 minutes. Down.
Yeah, good defense by Borlaise, but unfortunately they couldn't get the offensive. Arike with her 12 points, she's just been all gas.
All-star break. You don't want to miss any of those.
No, they're all going to be good, and all these teams
up on the floor.
You go held by each other. That call could have gone either way, in my opinion, but they call it on Reese.
For her first points of the ball game. More movement, Reese. Corner 3 tonight, 22 points. The rest of the team sitting at 12, and they can
take such a difference where she's almost doubling her numbers in scoring output.
Bree James, Arike Agumawa, where they were able to win an NCAA champion. Actions Arike and Jessica Shepard along with Paige and AZ. Canada up top, Bree Jones, release.
She got excited. She couldn't believe it came and dropped right to her, and she didn't have to do all that.
0 for 7 so far through the first half. From
turnovers and 9 shots off of them.
Alicia Gray gets the fill of her own. Back-to-back good looks on the defensive end for Atlanta. Gray collected.
We've seen it through Jordan Canada. We've also seen it through Alicia Gray.
Has struggled to find her rhythm in this ball game. Leisure Rue going at the rim.
Right here, look at Gray come in and get the steal. She reads the passing lanes. Just another easy bunny. Hopefully this can open her shot up from the outside.
Out the foul call underneath for Alicia Gray.
Or from a different angle. But I can see why Smesco will be upset by that play.
Canada receives the screen. Going right, the dish. Beautiful look with a 6-point edge, but Atlanta with a beautiful look for a little bit of momentum. 42% from the field, but still searching for the first 3 of the ball game. But nonetheless,
blown layup by Ryan Howard, but you can see from jump that there was a play called for her.
Success with defending her in the first 2 ball games. Players that are in double figures, Angel Reese and Alicia Gray. Looking for her own shot, finds space on the right side.
Offensive rebound, starting their break. Hopefully this 3 can go, but Jordan Canada missing
Knights from outside for the dream. 4 buckets as we're at 3 seconds. Arike Agumawa. Yeah, and Ryan Howard on the take up, blocked from behind by Lawak-Career, and players that are just a little bit better when the difficulty is through the curl for Alicia. Nice
foul it.
Ryan Howard trying to getting yourself to the charity stripe.
Yeah, Howard, obvious. Her going, she's 0 for 6 so far in this one. You can tell, trying to get her some open looks to get her going and find some rhythm.
Was held up in the paint, but going at Gray, baseline again. This time she's
other tie-up down there, going for the rebound. Ryan Howard.
How about we mentioned the officials for tonight. Kevin Fahey actually got the steal, but gives it right back with AZ Fudd. Pulls up for the three.
Pull up from a steal to a 3 in transition. But this, I mean, I said she caught some rhythm so far this season, but I didn't expect her to do that.
Heard her name to be the People's Princess, and the nickname throughout the WNBA.
Really impressive.
Yeah, her parents played basketball. Mother Katie was drafted actually in 2000. Paige Beckers.
My daughter plays.
AZ Fudd is named after her. Pulls up, Atlanta. Looking for Angel Reese on the inside.
Her off, so she had to transition.
Jose Fernandez is confused. We're a bit confused, but she does get it. So another one on the way for Angel Reese. And for their 19th win of the season, right now 4th in the standings, as Jessica 34 last year. And a couple of
Basketball, she's got the fire and the energy. The rest of the dream
plays on the floor. Naz Hillman, Angel Reese, JC finds it in Leah Rue. AZ Fudd. Important Canada saying that she was holding up Leah Rue, so that
challenge in case he needs it down the stretch.
Paige pulls up Dallas history. A couple of moves, looking for contact, lost the handle.
Says she's fine. I think she was just embarrassed she lost the basketball. I needed a second.
11 are as their starters. 3 of their 5 starters.
Taz down low.
Paige demanding the ball, going at Jordan Canada. Gray has to be careful though. Got up, had a few words for the official. On the up 15 points with a little less than 3 minutes to go in the third.
And we talked about both
at 18-9 in the third.
I think it's a bit
if they can get things going. Look also for Bree Jones, who had a hot start when she got on the floor, tapping the rock at the top of the key. Finding a walk career, lines it up for the thing that Dallas has been able to do very well is passing the ball around the perimeter. Couldn't finish. The look up the floor, the dish into the.
It looked as though I knew she didn't trip on her own feet, but right there, just the foot of Career coming.
Paige in and out, going at Borlaise, and gets fouled quickly.
I'm not mad at that one.
Yeah, it did come time coming over actually in free agency with Bree Jones and Brittany Griner.
Yet another turnover from Atlanta. She's got to get back to that. She had a couple bunnies inside where they were just aggressive.
38 paint points to their 26. Fudd.
For this Dallas team, especially coming from Fudd.
Top of the key 3. And just off the mark.
She knows how to be able to go and get it.
This is important here in this possession. Borlaise after double figures. She's sitting at 8 points off the bench right now. Only 2 play back. 14 seconds to work with. Izzy pulls up for the 3. Hey, finding Enrique, and the foul goes down.
See it right here. The turnover leads to the leak out, and Howard gets